It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. There may be several street circuits on the F1 calendar, but this unique lakeside layout is like none other. High-speed sections snake through the heart of Albert Park, just a few hundred metres from St Kilda's beach. Albert Park is a deceptively easy track to learn, but it's just as easy to make a mistake around its walled sections and gravel traps. The street circuit is high downforce and just as heavy on brakes as it is on tyres.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. But at just the third round of this year, the title could be anyone's.
Let's get this underway. Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate, from Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
Exciting choices lie ahead then for the teams and their drivers here in Melbourne. So let's see what happens. The fans here in Melbourne are all set, as are the drivers, heading into 58 laps around Albert Park. Nick de Vries certainly has the potential to show his worth here.
For P17, you know, they could try and be clever here, and then who knows what they could manage.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, folks. So again, I'm monkeying with the audio on this one, so it should be better now. I should be more pronounced, and the car sound should be a little bit more in the distance. Let me take a look at my levels. I mean, I think that's what I'm seeing on the levels at least. But again, I'm getting there. I think now by race 5, I'm going to have a good start here. Speaking of starts, we got Magnussen got 9th, I didn't see where he started. I think he started 9th, right? And Hülkenberg 13. So we're in good spots to start. We got a new chassis on Magnussen's car, which is a big new thing. We don't have the new chassis yet on Hülkenberg's because we couldn't yet manufacture it. So to start with, that's kind of what we're dealing with. I wanted to go on these things. I want to do a couple things. First, I want to talk about last season. Well, first I want to show you strategies. So Magnussen is going to be running soft tires to start, getting out there, getting aggressive, and he's going to follow things up with hard tires that come into lap 20. Hülkenberg, on the other hand, is going to start off with medium tires, a little bit softer. We switch over to him here. And then he's going to switch to hard tires on lap 23 and end those out. So both drivers are going to end on hard tires, but Magnussen's going to go a little bit faster sooner. Fastest laps being traded off pretty quickly. Let's talk about last season. What happened with my teams? It started overcast then as well, but was mostly a sun-rain mix and mostly turned sunny. So it looks like Australia is going to be sunny again this year. I hope so. This looks like so. Sorry if my voice is a little funny. These allergies are killing me today. Okay, I got to bring up my stats from last season in Google Keep. Where are we? Conditions were overcast last year. Schumacher was our car 1 driver. He was on medium hards, so a lot like Hülkenberg is this time. He started in 15th and ended up in 16th. He dropped a place. So that was not good. We're hoping for better from Hülkenberg this year. Magnussen started off, he was on hard mediums, and now he's on soft hard, so it's a lot different. He started 11th and finished 11th, so he's already 2 spots better so far. And Hülkenberg's also, both drivers started 2 spots further up the grid, which is nice. So even if they fell back, they should do better than they did last season. So I think we've got a better car this year, and I think it's showing. Overall, Carlos Sainz won last year for Ferrari. Max Verstappen right behind him in second, and
DRS enabled.
Charles Leclerc.
Here P9. So you have Stroll ahead.
There's a Williams car behind. And yeah, so Leclerc came in third for Ferrari. That's how it went last year in my season. I don't know what it's going to show up like in this, but let's get talking tech. For today, going through again the drivers, we saw that. Let's see. We go to the driver. Good confidence right now. Personal best sector, which is going to boost his confidence. So he's doing pretty well. Let's go a different camera for him. Here's the onboard for Magnussen. Let's see. He's at this stage 190 miles an hour. That's not even the fastest part of the track. But look at that. Melbourne, Australia. Gotta be down here, isn't it? So his telemetry looking good. What do we have on the car? The tires are good. Engine 62, ERS 75, gearbox 56. So the first 3 races all in the same gear. We're gonna need to swap out the engine. Well, we're gonna need to swap out the gearbox for sure. It's at half wear, so we're gonna put a new gearbox in for the next race. ERS is fine. Engine, we may be able to get one more race out of it. So I think we can get the first 4 on this first engine. Just the beating these cars take. I mean, it's such high performance vehicles, and you're pushing them to the max. I just love it. I love F1. So yeah, so that's where we are. Okay, he lost the spot. Don't worry. Exactly. Let's look at it though.
Now just keep your eyes on Gasly here. The opportunity's there. And that's a good move from Pierre Gasly.
It is, and part of me says, well, he was on the DRS, you weren't, so there's that technical spot. But then again, Gasly's going to get ahead of him. He's going to stay ahead of him. Unfortunately, I think that's where we are. Gasly's going to climb. Right now, Magnussen's got both Alpine guys behind him. I would love if Hülkenberg could get that back. Right now, Magnussen has Albon behind him, which Williams. What a change from last season. Last season, Williams was always both way down there. But Albon he's trying hard, man, and he's keeping right in with him. So that's where we are with Magnussen, and ooh, he almost tried to make that move there. If we go over to Hülkenberg, there's his tail view. Who's he got behind him? Tsunoda, and he's got Gasly ahead of him. Let's go to the front view over the shoulder. There's Nico Hülkenberg. There's his pace so far. Let's see. Fastest lap for Verstappen. That's mattered. He is fairly confident. I mean, he got passed, but he's got good confidence. Fairly standard right now. He's not too worried. Let's see. He's got Gasly in front, Tsunoda behind, and he's keeping up with Gasly. Let's check his telemetry. He's at a section of the track that's not too fast right here. For his car, it's going to be very similar, I think. Let's see. Tires fine. Engine, yeah, 64, gearbox 59. Like I was saying before, we're going to put new gearboxes in both cars. We're probably going to let these engines play out. I don't think we'll have problems racing the same engine in the first 4 races. And then we're going to have to drop a new engine in race 5. The ERS is going to be fine. That's the thing that charges the tail fin opening. They'll let you try and pass. This is what he's using right now, which is actually getting him aerodynamics to give him less downforce, but less drag as well. The aerodynamics, everything fine. So that's where we are. He's in good shape. Just got to be careful there. That's what it looks like to be right behind Gasly. Again, these Alpine guys, we got to solve these guys. And on this track, which right now is dry, 0% chance of rain in a minute. It's 3:07 p.m., 18.9 degrees Celsius. Track is 26. Very low rotor right now, normal grip. We got, now he's using the DRS and he's trying to get him. He's not going to quite get him, but it's a good, oh, is he? He's inside. He's made it. Way to go, son. There's his onboard camera. Now he's got him on the inside. But is he gonna Is he going to hold him there? I think he did. I think he did. He's around him. Way to go. I honestly wasn't sure he was going to be able to contend with Gasly. Now the problem is, of course, he's coming around here. When he gets to this DRS section, Gasly's going to leapfrog him again, probably. But he's shown he can hang with him. He could stay right on him, and then when it's time to switch, he could put the DRS on and get around him. So, you know, he's still both of our drivers, Hulkenberg and he made some defensive moves there, and Magnussen. Defense is their worst aspect. They have a hard time blocking out the other drivers. They're not as good at it, and so they tend to give up positions more than average. And I think that works against us. We're working on that for both of them in the simulator and all that stuff. But for the time being, it's definitely something we're working on here. Look at the graphics I'm getting here in Melbourne. I mean, it's just, again, I love this new PC. Just such high performance. I get no stutter. Now this game is funny in that it doesn't seem to draw in certain objects. It seems when it switches camera views, it almost like it's populating it right then and there, like on the fly. You'll see a building sort of flash in the background, or a tree or something, which you would think that it would preload that. You know, it would preload the section of where you're going to be at with the next camera, and then when it cuts in, it seems seamless like that. With that it did pretty well there, but sometimes it struggles keeping up. And I don't think that's my computer. My computer's pretty fast now, but I think the game maybe doesn't quite load at the speeds that it needs to keep these really realistic camera angles going. Yeah, Hulkenberg 9 and 13 still basically where we started. So this is good. Back to Magnussen. Magnussen doing pretty well against Albon. Ocon behind him, he's holding them. He's got those soft tires. Let's go through the interval. I forgot what I was going to say. Here's where they are off the leader. Magnussen's 11 off of Perez. 11 seconds. The tires. This is big for long-term strategies. So Magnussen's going to come in. I'm sorry, I'm bumping my mic here. Maybe a little bit of noise. Sorry about that. Magnussen's going to come in right behind probably Perez for stop and Sainz, Leclerc. Hamilton is in 7th on the left. Where is he at? So he's 2 up, looks like.
Bro.
Okay, so he dropped 1.
Remember, long way to go in this race.
Yep. And that's gonna, they could jockey for that. They go back and forth, so I'm not too concerned. So lost my train of thought. Yeah, so he's got the DRS on now. He can get him right back. It's possible if Magnussen could keep on these soft tires and keep pushing, that Hamilton. See, Hamilton's the front one of those two guys. That when Hamilton comes into pit, if Magnussen pits later, he could overtake Hamilton. Oh, what? What is this? What are you doing? What happened to you?
Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at the action. It's all at the final corner. Oh, and the car locks up. But that's just the risk you take. The later you leave it.
And he's sitting there. A bit wide. Oh, dude.
This is all I got.
Lost 11
Get back in this
positions.
fight.
He's all the way in the end. He's all the way back to 20. Oh, it's last season all over again. Yeah, your confidence is shot, dude. You ended up in the grass, and it took you forever to recover. That's the part that just shocked me. All right, we'll think about you later. I was just talking about how he could stay ahead of both those guys and working that out. Forget it. He's way at the back of the pack. He may be able to get around these guys when they pit. One little mistake there, and his day might be over now. Dead freaking last. Wait, I can't even see the people in front of him. Why am I watching him? How pathetic. So much for your soft tires. You went long, huh? And it's again, that's just confidence. But the practices and the time trials, when you could attend the practices and you make changes to settings in their car that they like, because you could fine tune it. You see where they're, where they're performing poorly or where they're not comfortable, and you make these changes, they get a better comfort with the car. When you don't do it, when you simulate that, the race engineers do it, but for some reason the game handicaps them so bad. Like you're somehow awesome at this stuff, which really I'm not. But when you just take the time and do it, you get a better result generally. And because I don't, he's got like, I forget what it is, like 70% confidence in the car at best. So, he hits the brakes a little too hard because he doesn't feel it, and all of a sudden he's in the grass. And this is what it takes. So let's go to Nico. Our hopes are with him now. He's 13. Now we got to hope to get in the points. So, Williams are both ahead of us. Everybody in front of us, in front of Hulkenberg, Gasly, the new guy, Albon, they should all come in before us. We could keep him a little bit later. We could keep him out there a little bit later and end up, and I know he's battling right here, and end up, get on the DRS. There you go. Get around him. Nice, clean pass. So Hulkenberg could get up the track there. I'm hoping for 9th for him. 9th place, get us more than just a 1 point. That's what we really want. Just get ahead of Williams. Get ahead of Williams and maybe Ocon? I don't know. 9th, 10th is okay because it's points. 9th is what I think we're going to shoot for. But Magnussen, 15 at this point. 15 maybe. Just awful. Just horrible. And he took some extra wear on the tires when he went long. But he'll still be fine for the pit. Just... Oh, people. So, I forget this guy's name. I could do... Where is that? There it is. Sargent. Rookie. He's a rookie for Williams. Williams had such a bad year last year. They picked up a rookie by the name of Sargent, and Hulkenberg's looking to get in front of him here. Good move. All right, so now he's got Sargent. Oh, he's losing that spot. Way to go, kid. So the DRS around him again. He's going to get this position, and then put Albon in front of him. So he's sandwiched in between the Williams guys right now. And he's got 2 good sectors, the last 2 sectors in a row. And his confidence is going way up, so that's good. And he's keeping him in the rear view, even though Sargent's on the DRS there. And he's going to go on it again at this point. But I don't think he'll go around him. There, the DRS is enabled. But Hulkenberg was able to get enough space that it's not going to matter here. And now it's going to be DRS again. He's trying. But Hulkenberg can keep him out. Good move. Alright, now we got him around these turns. And we outperform everybody else on the turns. The problem is Magnussen's car is a better car on the straight. So if Magnussen was up here, he would be doing better. If he didn't make that big stinking mistake, he had the best chance to really ride up because he was getting higher speed on the straights. Now again, he's got his DRS enabled. Again, that's that open slat on the fin here, which gives him better aerodynamics, which is how he's coming up so quick. But we can hold him here, and if we can hold him back there on this one again, because he's going to enable it, and it looks like our car is a little better. and he can't seem to get around us. And that's good. Now, when you're looking for Albon in front, I don't see him. I think here he is out here. So it's not like we're really putting the screws to Albon. I'm really surprised that Albon is in the points already. But we need to get there. Now, based on his tire wear, Sargent's going to come in first, so he'll fall back. Gasly's back there. He should come in around the same time. We'll wrestle with him. Albon and Ocon should come in before us. He could leap through like these guys with a well-timed pit stop. But the weather looks like it's holding out. 5% chance of rain in 2 minutes. Things so far looking very good. He's on his up. His confidence is very high. So again, it's not just that this isn't where he is. He's actually here. So he's feeling good. Which is, again, not what I expected from him. He started 13th and he's up to 11. Like, organically, you know? Hey, all right, Magnussen overtakes Piastri.
Here's the replay.
That's good.
Now, this happened as they arrived at turn 12. It's there for the taking.
Magnussen is going to climb up.
And Kevin Magnussen says thank you. Thank you very much.
He's a good driver, and he's got our best car. And that's going to help his confidence as long as he doesn't make a big mistake. Now, we just lost that spot to Gasly. And we're going to need to get that back.
I don't understand what's going on.
They
Keep
got a better
pushing.
car. We're not on the DRS here, but we're going to go on it over here. So let's see if we can... Let's see, but look at him jump out, man. Alpine, they have a better car, I think. He's going to hit the DRS. There you go. That's going to get him some space. That's going to get us closer. He's got a couple more zones. Now he's going to hit it again here. Getting a little closer. Let's see, he's even with the DRS on, they're outpacing us. Get on him on the turn here. And the next DRS is where we're going to want to see. But he's coming off these turns much better. Gasly's good. And I think he's going to stay ahead of us. Doggone it. So we got to hope to get ahead of Albon. I don't know if we're going to make points today.
I'm way faster than these guys.
Just do the best you can.
He got past. See, we're on the DRS here. We have a little chicane. And now get on the DRS here again. He's on it. He's keeping close. He's keeping close. If Gasly makes a mistake, we got him. There's Melbourne in the background. Guy's gonna go surfing tomorrow. Okay, Magnussen back to 18. He overtook Joe. Yeah, we just can't seem to... Now I got the DRS on again. He's keeping close, though. He's keeping real close. I don't know if we're going to get past Gasly, but he's doing a good job staying with him. And if Gasly makes a mistake, if Gasly goes long or locks up or spins out, we got him. The problem is I'm not seeing mistakes from Alpine yet this season. I'm not seeing them spin out or go long. Williams occasionally. McLaren, definitely AlphaTauri, and Alfa Romeo, but I'm not seeing Alpine make the mistakes. And I think that's driver confidence. So again, it's this race, which is race 3. I've had to simulate the practices and the time trials. And I think I'm going to need to do that one more time for race 4 to catch up to calendar. And then I could maintain those and actually do some practices and some time trials manually in the games. Again, to do that, to check in on those, you go to Tommy Naperville on Twitch. I do the between season stuff, the between race stuff there. So if you want to see what the time trials are like or the practices, you can go there. But I gotta try and work that in with other games. Again, I'm gonna do. The plan is still to do baseball, depending on how my brother-in-law's working out his schedule. I'm not sure when he's gonna return, or what capacity. So baseball's on hold. But I also want to do a lot more flying and driving. So yeah, especially flying. I've become addicted to VR flying, and I want to start working in a lot more flights. Now that I have a machine that can handle it. Now this is good here. Hulkenberg is not. He's not just settling into his own groove. He's so confident that he's pushing it. And he's got a good gap in front of Sargent. And he's sticking with what's his face. Now Magnussen's up to 18. He can get around Bottas. Bottas right in front of him, apparently, right? Let's go over to Magnussen real quick and just see. I know the battle's kind of here, but Bottas is right in front of him. And these guys right here, too. So, now, Dev... forget what Dev is. These guys are going to come in around a similar time. Everybody with the reds are going to come in. Magnussen, technically, he can get ahead of 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers after the pit. So if he goes up to 14, that's good. He may be able to get around this guy later in the race, which would get him 12. I think realistically, with that mistake, he could end the race at 12th. I think that's about the best he's going to do. Hey, he got around Bottas. Way to go. And now he's working on this guy. So I may let him go a little bit long. I may go one lap after the optimal pit lap. Just to give him time to try and get around these guys. Nobody behind him. Bottas in the pit already. Yeah, and then so Hulkenberg maybe get around Gasly, be 11th, maybe Albon, maybe 10th. I think Hulkenberg's best chance is, so again, I feel like
That was dangerous. Had to take a voting action.
okay, well that's okay.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, I like where he's going though. I think at this point in the race, unfortunately, our best outcome is one driver in 10th.
In clear, I would be so much faster.
Okay,
Keep digging.
what should I tell him on strategy?
Let's use the free out.
Copy that.
He said that several times. And look at that, I just told him to do it. And he gets around him. And that was me stepping in. Yeah, so I mean, the race engineer wasn't saying anything, so I'm like, yeah, you know what? Tell him to get the clean air. He keeps crying about it. And now where's Norris? I guess he's all the way up here. So this is working out okay. We're doing okay, I think. So that's for tires. Now if we go to pits, the only ones to pit so far are Tsunoda and Bottas. And they're here. And I think we're far enough ahead that we could pit and come out of the pit and stay ahead of them. We might lose one spot. What's his face is just coming in the pit now. Sargent, I think that's him. Yeah, I think we can get around him. Yeah, I think we'll get around him. Yes, we will. Right, this is where he's going to say. I'll go ahead and say open pit options. So he's going to go with the hard tires next. Yeah, we'll go here. Confirm the pit.
Box now.
Box.
He's looking good. He stayed ahead of Sargent. Although he's gonna lose a spot there coming back out because he's behind him, but he's doing okay so far. Sargent already had his pit, but we can get him. I'm confident Magnussen could get him later. Just get around him normally anyway. So I like this. I think we're doing good. There's Kevin Magnussen. Again, now his confidence has gone up. He went from 20 up. He's got 6 spots. He went from 20 up to 14. So you know what? Now I'm starting to wonder. I mean, this car is hot. This is the brand new chassis. We're getting better engine cooling, better aerodynamics, a higher top speed. And maybe that higher top speed is what tricked him when he came into that corner. He was still going a little faster than he thought he should be. Maybe he's got that one under his belt now and he's learning from it.
Okay, understood.
Lunchbox. Okay, look, and we got what's his face right behind us. Dev, what's his name? He's right ahead of us. We can get this on, get out, get around him. Yes. There we go. All right, we got around him. We stayed around him. Where's he falling back to 17? Oh, good. And we got Piastri coming in behind here. If we can get out and stay ahead of... Yeah, there we did. Stayed ahead of Bottas. Back to 17. All right, so he went up to 14. Now he's down to 17. But these are his tires for the rest of the race. So now he's starting 17. He's got Tsunoda ahead of him, which is here. What is Tsunoda's tire? Oh, Tsunoda's had a pit. Joe has not. Joe's going to come in. He'll get around Joe, and I think he can catch up to Tsunoda by the end of the race. I think he can get Tsunoda. And Joe getting back to 14th. Sar is up here, I think. Right? I think he'll end up getting around him too. And Norris is on softs. He's got to come. These two are out, I think, for the race. But he can get around both of them normally. And he'll get around these two when they pit. So definitely 12. And Gasly, these guys are going to come in. You know? Hey, look at that.
Let's see what happened there. Right, let's have a look as we go into turn 4. The opportunity begging to be taken. And Nico Hülkenberg gets himself ahead.
Would really be great if Hülkenberg could get ahead and stay ahead of Gasly. Into the pit. And then, pit in front of him and then come out in front of him on the hard tires. Now, I don't know what kind of tires Gasly's coming out of the pit with. But Gasly, he's making a move. Is he going to get him?
Come on!
Bottas over
still
to...
okay.
Yeah, you're okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried here yet.
What? Keep pushing.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say pit. I'm gonna say pit this lap. He's gonna get the hards on. I'm gonna confirm the pit, and now I'm gonna go to tactics and say.
And we will box this lap. Copy.
got the pace. You can do this.
Yep.
Okay. If he could push and he can get around Gasly and then get in front of him for the pit, that would be ideal. So we told him, go ahead and go for it, dude. Go for it. Make your move. And then pit in front of this joker. But you're going to have to make your moves. We told him aggressive. He's got the DRS open, see?
Typical.
Lost another spot.
We'll just see what we can do.
Well, he's on the hard tires. I'm not too worried about what's going on with Magnussen there because he's on the hard tires and he can't go.
Pit lane.
Okay, well.
Copy.
We can't go too hard on the hard tires. He's gonna perform better later.
You're in clear air.
The grip is high, the rubber's low. But he's good. He's ahead of Sargent and behind Norris. Norris is going to come in. Norris is coming in. He's where is Norris? Way up here? Oh, he's up there, yeah. Norris is coming in. Hamilton's coming in. But he's going to get ahead of Norris. So he'll get 12 like that. And he may be able to get around Gasly at some point. I don't know. He's feeling good though. Yeah, I'm not too concerned here. Nice look here, downtown Melbourne. Just off our left. Taking a hard turn there. Another one here. Took that turn at 55 miles an hour. This one at 100 miles an hour. Just insane. Where's he at? He's coming down the stretch. Let's see how he can get up to 175.
I'm a lot faster than these guys.
Yeah, I've heard you say these things.
Okay, let's make the most of it.
I'm gonna go with
A long way to go.
Sargent overtook him? We got a long race to go. I'm gonna tell him, don't worry about it. What's a high risk curb? I don't know what the high risk curbs are, to be honest with you. Look at the timings on Magnussen. He's got a great lap. De Vries. Way back at 18th. He's got to get ahead of this joker. Got the DRS on. Let's get stay out of it. Just drive into clean air. He does so much better in the clean air, and he gets around these guys every time I tell him to do that. Sargent with the fastest lap. Wow, the kid. Come on. Of course, when he's in front of Hulkenberg. That is a big thing for Williams. All right, Norris in the pit. Hulkenberg's around him. Good, good, good. Oh, he just came out, though.
I'm way faster than these guys.
Just keep pushing.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. You say things. You say things, but he can move his way up here. Beautiful day so far, right? I mean, am I right? Getting the good sunshine. Oh, I tell you, man, that one spin out was just it didn't go well for us. Perez, all right, way to get it back. Minute and 21 seconds. All right, now we got normal rubber. This is helping out with our hard tires because the hard tires are most likely to slip. So higher track rubber is going to help them. We got high grip and normal rubber. So we're doing well. Let's see. We are lap 27 of 58.
In clear air, I would be so much faster.
Well, I told you to go into clear air.
We will totally catch them up, okay?
So if you're not in the clear air, well, what are you doing? Right? DRS enabled. And you've got this car that's fast on straightaways now. I think better than the field. I think we're better in the field in the straightaways and corners. So, whoa, holy cow! I mean, he's got soft tires to our hard tires, and we're still getting around him mostly. We're not on the DRS here. He's ahead of us a little, but he's being aggressive. Leclerc 121. We're gonna get him here with the DRS. There you go. That's the DRS working. Several
We've got
cars
an
involved.
incident here, and as I understand it, George Russell's involved.
Oh, his teammate. No, it's not. Oh,
Yeah, plenty of space.
oh man.
And clearly then, not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
Oh, that's not good. Where's Russell? Way up here at 6th. He's already at 6th. He dropped down to 7th. Alright, well that has an effect on things. Look at Magnussen's fighting here. We got him. Nope, lost him. Now he's got the DRS on. There he goes. He's off to the races. We still caught him on the turn. We take the turns pretty well, even with hard tires. Especially those medium speed turns. Like here. And there. Stroll's in the pit. It's not going to affect either one of us, so he's going to get out before we get around there. He's keeping on him. He's keeping on him, that's for sure. But anyway, let's go back to Hulkenberg because he's in front. We should be sticking with our faster car.
Okay, Russell is boxed for fresh tyres.
That's good. That helps us. Although Russell's going to come around us. Who overtook him in the pit? Who did we get? Oh, can he get around Stroll? Yes. Yes. Very nice. Oh my gosh. Dude.
Here we are then, looking at turn 12.
Again.
Oh, we've seen a few go off the track there. Well,
Okay.
hopefully not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, well, that's his second one, though. Now, he didn't lose a place. But that's your second gone wide. 3 strikes and you're out. Trade your ass. I love Magnussen, but I'll trade his ass. Track grip is high, rubber's normal, and you're going wide multiple times. What's happening, Kev? What are you not telling me? What do you need from me to keep you on the track like a car is supposed to? You should be like a slot car. There should be no going off the track. They're stopping. Alonso in first right now. Gonna be a lot of guys coming in to the pit pretty soon here. And ahead of Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg, when these guys go in the pit, Hulkenberg can get around them. It could take a place with their pits. And Hulkenberg is on the tires he's going to stay on for the rest of the race. All of these mediums ahead of him, it's a good thing. This is a good thing. I feel confident that Hulkenberg can get in the points. And he's keeping Stroll behind him. I don't have any special tactics on him, right? I'm not going to ask him to defend too much right now. Neutral, we have him driving in the clean air. I'm going to take that off him for right now. Let's just check on him real quick to see where he's driving. He's not in the place where he needs to worry about dirty air yet. I'm looking for these pit stops now. There's a lot of guys who are going to pit ahead of him. Right? Because let's see, Gasly, Albon, Ocon. Yeah. Gasly, Albon, and Ocon. They're in this area. And they're going to pit. And Hulkenberg's going to get around them. That's what's going to happen. That's what I predict. And he's keeping Stroll behind him. Now, Stroll is hugely improved this season over last. F1 Manager 2022, Stroll was not someone you had to worry about. Here, Stroll's got, he's not on the DRS. Stroll's going to be someone to contend with. So, alright, we're over the halfway mark. And so far, not bad. Not bad. Now, let's see. A Sargent is ahead of us. Those other guys, Gasly, Albon, Ocon. So yeah, this is Sargent. This is Gasly, Albon, Ocon right here. So when these guys come into the pit, we could just barely get around them. They could be in the pit as we get around them. And that would be great. And if he can hold them, because he should, with his hard tires, you start off a little slower, and as the race goes on, you get faster, faster, faster. So toward the end of the race, we could switch to that defensive, that defensive mode, and have him start defending against those guys. Problem is, that's not his best. Now I keep seeing green sectors up here, which means he's outperforming the previous lap. Anytime you get yellow, you're slower than the last time you hit that sector. Anytime it's green, you're faster than the last time you hit that sector. And yeah, so he's got Stroll right on him. Stroll's trying to make a move. Stroll has hard tires as well, though. And ours are a little bit more worn down, so just based on the tires and the tire wear, I like ours. Now, unfortunately, Aston Martin has a much improved car. And so we're contending with that. And I think Stroll's probably going to get around him, if I have to be honest, in the next DRS sector. Over the shoulder, now let's go behind us, see what he does. DRS is not enabled, I don't think. But it still looks like he's closing a gap, even without the DRS. He might switch it on here. It looks like he's missing a chip, doesn't it? He's trying to get around him. It looks like he's missing a chunk out of his tail. Is he? Was he involved in that? I think he was involved in that crash. And maybe his car is not performing, but it's still a superior car to ours, I think, which is why this is going to be contentious. Now we're on the stretch, and he may get us around us here. That's about, you can almost see the expression on Stroll's face. But he is right here, isn't he? He may pass us, and then we may get around these guys when they pit. But right now, Hulkenberg doing a good job of keeping him back there. He's taking the best position in the lane. And he's only leaving the available option for Stroll to sort of go, you know, having to go out, go wide, take more space. And he's really holding him well here. This is I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing here. But yeah, I think there's a section missing from his tail fin. Other than that, I think he'd be around us. If he hadn't been hit in that part of the race. All right, now we got pits coming in. Alonso, Ocon, Albon coming into the pit right now. We're going to get around these guys. We're going to get around them. We're going to get around them. They're in there. We got to slow here. So they're in there right now, and they're getting tires changed, and we're going to get around them on this home stretch. And we may get passed by Stroll, but get around him, get around him, get around him. Okay, we did not catch Ocon. He's right there. Yet. Oh, he's got soft tires. That could be a problem. I don't know if we're going to get Ocon. Right now we're in the points, though. This is good. We're in the points. Unfortunately, both Alpine are ahead of us. That's who we're wrestling with. Directly in front of us in the standings is Alpine, so we need to start moving up on them and getting our drivers in front of theirs. Both of them are ahead of us. And look, he's just outpacing us. I don't understand why their car is that much better. And I'm not sure how to close that gap throughout the season. It's a long season, 22 races or whatever. But how do you overcome this technical advantage? Is there anything in the tactics I could tell him? High aggression? I don't know. I don't think there's anything I really tell him.
I'm way faster than these guys.
Overtake failed. That's okay.
Keep going. You're doing good.
Yep. He should get Bottas. But look, we cannot catch Ocon. That's crazy. And we got Stroll breathing down our neck. We could end up losing a position to Stroll and being 10th. Right now, 9th, not bad. Now, Sargent has got to come in. Doesn't he? Or no, he's 50%. No, we're lap 35. I don't think he's coming in. Unless, I don't know. Let's see. Problem is, he's going to go on the DRS. So Ocon's going on the DRS. We're not close enough to make that move yet. And Stroll's on the DRS, but it's not working because his tail fin is broke. So I think 9th is the best that Hulkenberg can hope for.
I'm a lot faster than these guys.
We'll get back in this fight. Let's use the free air.
Copy.
It seems to work for him. Let's see how he's doing. I'm gonna go ahead and tell him avoid high risk curbs.
Stay off the curb.
Copy that.
Because he's wiped out twice. That couldn't work out well because he's going around in the clean air anyway. And here he goes. That's looking good. That's looking good. He stayed off it. Tell him to go in the clean air and off the curbs. Now he's got Bottas cleanly behind him, which is nice. And he's got the DRS on. He's making his move to catch up to, what's his face, De Vries? What is his face? Maybe we'll get him too. I'd like to see him get to 13th. That'd be nice. I mean, heck, he could get 12th, but it's on the DRS on the home stretch. He's going to have another DRS sector after he makes this little chicane here. Staying in the clean air, so he's going on the outside. He's got the DRS enabled. Can he get him? Can he get DeVries? I think he got him. Get around him. Yep, there he goes. Oh, he's close though. He's being fought. DeVries ain't giving it up. Good job, rookie. This is alright. This is alright. 15. Oh, no, I think he lost it. No, he's got it back there. Alright, that's good, that's good. Tsunoda's ahead of him, but Tsunoda's way up here. So 15 may be his best. Okay, Hulkenberg. See, what's his confidence? Pretty good, pretty good. I'm going to tell him he can go on the curbs now again. And take this off too. Go back to driving normal. Hulkenberg? Albin, really? Really?
Right then, you can take a look now. Now this was at turn 1. The gap opens up for them.
Good move, yep. You're going to have to get back around him.
And they move into 9th.
Yep. Bottas in the pit. Oh, I don't know. He's not in a position to overtake anybody right now, though. So he's more likely to get past here. But he could... Gasly and Stroll? I don't know. He should be able to get ahead of these guys. He's got to come in for a pit. Oh, he just went to 11. Yep. He's got passed by Gasly. This guy should come in for a pit and he should get around him, Sargent. I saw it.
Keep pushing.
Yeah. We'll get you back in 10th. Yeah, sorry. What's his face is in the pit and you're getting around him right now. Don't worry, you're back in the points. It's that, just like that. All of them with the fastest lap. Unbelievable. Now, lock up in turn 11.
Now we can see what happened. Okay, so we've got DeVries. Things were all right here. Well, you can see the lockup.
Ooh.
And hopefully there's not too much damage to the tyres.
Where is he? Oh, he's back. He's back here behind Magnussen. All right, so that worked for us. All right, so we're in the points right now. 18 laps to go. And it looks like he's been keeping Stroll behind him, but I don't know if he's going to be able to catch Gasly. Doggone it. Piastri in the pit. I think that's going to be it for everybody's pits. Yeah, some people have had 2. Sargent's had 2. Piastri's had 2. I think that's it now. We'll keep this open, I guess. All right, so Nico Hulkenberg is our best chance. Magnussen's confident. Where's Sargent? Up here? Sargent's not gonna pit again, is he? No, he's got good tires. But we can get around him. You know? Look at Hulkenberg. What a lap he's had. He's focused, man. He wants Gasly. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. I'm going to mute this. There may be a little bit of click or something when I do it. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so let's see here. Doing good. Now he's got a green sector. Even on this, he went faster. He's working it, man. Beautiful afternoon. 19 degrees, almost 20 degrees Celsius. 3:56, almost 4 o'clock p.m. Rubber high, grip high. This is a great spot to be in. He's got Stroll back there where he belongs. Gasly, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to catch him. Gasly had a good first sector as well. We're about paired with him. I don't think he's going to. I think he's got a hope to keep 10th here and get that point. Unfortunately, Alpine gets 2 drivers ahead of us. They get more points, way more points. Magnussen was our best shot today, and he has 2 stinking lockups. And because of that, he's a non-factor. I just got around Tsunoda, who was in the pit. Sargent here, he can get around Sargent, although look at him drive. Maybe not, I don't know. Pit stop issue.
Now, what exactly happened there, Karun?
So it's Yuki Tsunoda who came in. But there's a problem jacking up the car.
Ooh. Oops. So he's back here. Alright, at least we got both AlphaTauris behind us. He may be able to get around Sargent. He may. Late race. But we're stuck here with Gasly in front. Stroll, I guess, is right behind us, right? He must be close enough. I don't even see him. We'll see where he's at on the straight here. Okay, he's behind us, but he's not so close that he's overtaken us. He's got that broken rear wing. Otherwise, he would be around us. That may be the reason we get points. So I got to make sure Hülkenberg doesn't crash out here. It hasn't been a stellar start to the season. I mean, we're solidly in 6th place. But Hülkenberg's going to have a new chassis the next time around. So we're moving up the ladder as far as our car parts goes. And so we should do slightly better in the next one, maybe. And then once I start doing some of the practice and time trials, maybe we can boost that even better. 15 laps to go. Science is a pit stop issue. See what he did.
Now, what happened there, Karun?
Ferrari's team prepared for the stop. And there we see the problem.
I don't. Tell us what it is. It looked the same as the other one. Poor Sainz. Still in the pit, just now coming out. Alright, so Gasly solidly ahead of us. We're not going to be able to change that unless something happens to Gasly. We don't want that to happen. We like to pass him organically. Blow my nose, be right back. Like I said, allergies. I've got this thing where I take allergy medication. If I take it right, it really helps. But if I get symptomatic and then take the medicine, it's like I didn't do anything. Once the nose is running and I'm stuffed up, I could take 5 allergy pills, nothing's going to change. It's like the allergies have won. Alright, well, I mean, Magnussen's in a good spot to try and take some of these guys. I think Hulkenberg's in a good spot to stay out, which makes me wonder if I need to tell him to defend. But if he's always defending, that increases the likelihood of a mistake. So I don't want the mistakes. Now, overtake aggression. If I want to keep him from making mistakes, I could tell him to not worry about the overtake. So I think I'm going to say that. Oh no, that's going to reduce the high speed though. That'll make less mistakes, but it will reduce his top speed. I don't want that either. I'm happy with just keeping it the way it is. Magnussen kind of on his own. Who's got the fastest lap here? Stopping again. Can Magnussen get Sargent? I don't even see him. I don't think that he can. Nobody in front, nobody behind. Just drive out your race. 14th. Started 9th, ended 14th. That's a 5-point drop because of two accidents, or two going wides. The first one was the bad one. That's where he really dropped. The second one, he didn't lose any places. That first one, he lost, what, 6 places or something? And again, the going long is you getting on the brakes too hard. So he's braking too hard, locking up the tires and sliding out. So he's got to work on his braking. Spin out is when you get on the gas too soon and you just over torque the tires and they lose their traction, spin. That kicks the back end out and sends you in a loop. Not having that problem. Confidence is high. Confidence is high. It's pretty good. Although Stroll is trying to make his move late race here. Now, if we're late in the race and Stroll's trying to get around us, I may have him switch to defend. Because we got to keep that 10th spot. We can't give that up to Stroll. If we lose the points, this race is a big fail. I did not expect Stroll to be going to the mat like this on lap 46. It's a DRS sector, but his DRS isn't working. His car is better, but his DRS isn't working. Or, I mean, if it is, it's not producing the streamlining that it's supposed to. So he's closed the gap. He's got a lot closer on us. But I don't think his car is in top shape anymore. And I don't think it's capable of getting around us right now. If Hulkenberg doesn't make any mistakes, I don't think he has to worry about Stroll passing him. Now, Stroll's doing a great job of keeping right there, which, you know, he'll capitalize on any mistake Hulkenberg makes. So Hulkenberg has to make sure he doesn't make those mistakes. He can't be slow, but I don't think he has to worry too much about giving up a spot. The medium speed turns, our cars do very well right here in these. Now, without the DRS, another car would generally tend to do better, but like I said, Aston Martin's Stroll had that accident. Now, Stroll, you can see he performed very well in that last sector. If he puts another green up here, that shows us he's getting aggressive. And then we should see that next, as we come around the final, like around here, is where we should start to see that pop up to see how we each did in those sectors. As we come around this turn, ours will either be yellow or green. And it is yellow. Okay. So he may have fallen off just slightly. see here when we go back to that other camera. But Hulkenberg right now handling things very well. Staying in the points. He doesn't have gas. The gas is too far ahead. Only a pit stop or an accident would, I think, get us any further up the channel. So his number one concern is staying ahead of Aston Martin and Lance Stroll, which last season would have been not a huge problem. This season Stroll's better and the car's better, and he's contending. And I may have to, excuse me, this may cause for some strategy modifying at the end here. We got 10 laps left. I may ask him to switch to defending, and then if he gets around us, I gotta tell Hulkenberg to go all at it, because our points are all riding on him. See, I think if he had a fully operational DRS, he'd be leapfrogging us already. And Stroll had an accident earlier. It wasn't a go wide or a spin out. I mean, he made contact with another car, which, I mean, I guess that could make Hulkenberg a little nervous. But you know. Sorry, I was looking at Magnussen to try and see where he was. Yeah, I mean, Stroll is right at him. He's right on him. So we got to be careful. He's trying to find that open lane. So I mean, good for him. He's trying to get that point spot. This is a contentious spot right here. This is the difference between points and no points. 15 feet. So how we do on the straight is going to be a big deal. He's going on the outside, but can he get us or no? All right, that's good. I want to come back to this, but I wanted to see who's Magnussen. There's nobody. You can't. So Sargent has got to be up here. Is that Sargent? And then Norris, Stroll, yeah. So or Sargent's up here or something. I don't know. Russell all the way back in 19th. Yeah, this is Russell. So this is Sargent, right? Or is that Dev Tsunoda? I don't even know. I don't know. But let's go back. It's lap 50. Hulkenberg's still just barely keeping ahead of him. At lap 55 is where we really need to... Oh, Leclerc? Did Leclerc just get the fastest lap? Or no, fastest sector time in the first sector. Yeah, at lap 5, we're going to have our face right in the screen here and be ready to jump back and forth on strategies. Because Stroll is keen on making that pass. So far, it hasn't worked. But he may get desperate. So at lap 55, I may ask... Well, I don't know. I don't know if 55. At 58, I don't want to ask him to defend because it's going to slow his top speed, which is going to bring him in closer. Okay, so Leclerc just got the fastest lap. 2 fastest sectors. Sainz got the fastest sector in the middle. Sainz could actually get ahead there. He could take the fast... No, he didn't. Okay. So I may only ask... If we're still in this spot at the very end of the race, that's where I may ask Hulkenberg to defend. but I don't want him to lose that top speed prior to that. And this is, boy, this is something, isn't it? Let's check the telemetry on the car. It's fine. Brakes, everything, tire performance is good. We're okay. We're doing all right. Whew. Yeah, so, again, as usual, when the race ends, I don't talk throughout the ending part of it, and they're going to tell you where we go next. And I should know that already, but I haven't figured that out. So when the race ends, you get to hear where we're at next. You get to see the podium. I like that new animation where they're showing the top 3 drivers. It's almost always going to be Perez, Verstappen, and Leclerc. I mean, that's the only boring part. It isn't what the sim shows you. It's just what the outcome is. Those 3 guys are just crazy. Science under 1:20. Crazy. And he was slower on his second 2 sectors. It was really that first sector that got him over the edge. So anyway, yeah, you'll see where we're going to be at in the next race. And the next race can be very similar in the fact that I'm going to have simulated the practices and the time trials up to it. But you can still see the between race management stuff on Tommy Naperville at Twitch. Naperville. But then we'll be there, and then after that race, I'm going to be a little more hands-on in between races. And we should start to see, after race 5, we should start to see an improvement. You're going to see the new chassis on both these cars. And again, a Magnussen, he started in 9th. He had that big issue, which dropped him all the way down to 20th. And from 20th, he's come up 6 positions. So had he not had those issues with the brakes, he could have gone up 3 spaces, maybe been in like 6th or 7th. I think he would have been ahead of both Alpines. With the way he's driving and with the performance he's getting off that chassis. So he'll have a new gearbox. Both drivers have a new gearbox next race. And once I catch up here after this next one, then the races should take place around calendar. When they should calendar. If we look at tire, yeah, we've got our tires are more run down, which is actually, I think, better performing on a hard tire. The more we're wearing down on it, I think it gets a little better grip. So I think when they're new, you got to drive slower. When they're more wound down.
How many laps to go from now?
6 laps to go.
Yeah, he's starting to ask because he said this guy in his rearview mirror for a long time, and he can't be making mistakes. He's got to be mistake free, but he also has to get on that gas when he gets the opportunity and put space between him and Stroll, and he's been doing all right. He's coming around those corners very well. No DRS. You'll see how he got on the gas there really well. And right here is where Stroll would put the DRS on. But his DRS isn't performing up to par. I think he's making a little ground on us right there. But nothing like he would if his car wasn't broke. And this is much better than it was a couple minutes ago. So at this point, it's going to be a move of desperation by Aston Martin to try and leapfrog us to the very end. But I don't think we need to panic. I think we panic, we lose. He came off that turn nice. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. This is a long straight here, and he's slightly gaining, but
5 laps to go at the end of this one.
not very far. Very nice, very nice. Now Magnussen, I think, yeah, he's got Tsunoda right behind. Must be right behind him. Hold on, let's check this out. No, Tsunoda's not right behind him. Tsunoda's back here. So I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, back to Hulkenberg. He's looking good there. Really nobody ahead of him, so he doesn't have to worry about, you know, dirty air or any of that stuff. He's doing very well. I wanted to see what he's getting up to there. Here at this spot, 182 miles an hour. Off the fin here. This is probably the fastest sector right here. Confidence is high. It's like low, okay, you know, medium, and then high. He's not like ecstatic or anything. He's feeling good, and he should be, because I think he's doing really well.
How many laps to go?
4 laps to go.
Yeah, and he's really keen on what he's got left. He's got to know where he's at on that tire wear. Starting to hear the crowd now, late race. So yeah, I'll get quiet at the last lap after I see the winner come in, and then we'll catch you at the next race. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoy this. This is what it looks like when Nico Hulkenberg is in 10th place, hoping to get the point off the race with a determined Aston Martin driver behind him with a broken tail fin. But he's keeping all right. Here's a fast sector right here. There, now he's starting to see Albon. Well, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't it be something to get on Albon? 3 laps to go. I don't think he will. He's close to being lapped by Verstappen and Perez. He's got both Red Bull behind him now. Yeah, but Red Bull's going around him. He's letting both of them go. He's been lapped.
3 laps to go.
So those guys have 2 laps to go. Red Bull taking it here for sure. Now the question is it going to be Verstappen or Perez? Right now it's Verstappen. And again, we're still contending with with Lance Stroll here. This is not a foregone conclusion. It's a bit of a tense scenario. I'm wondering if I should tell him to stay off the high risk curbs.
Try to reduce the hits on the curb.
Yep, copy.
I don't know if that's going to be bad or good. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Although he is honest right now, isn't he? I'm gonna take that back off. Because I don't want him to change his strategy all that much. I may have to get ready and may ask him to defend.
Starting the last lap.
Pretty soon we're gonna have the checkered flag. Alright, we did better there. And I told him don't worry about the curbs. And we got some space. Now I said starting last lap, that was for the lead. Right, so once we get around to here, we're gonna go around one more time. Here's the winner in second place. So the race is effectively gonna be it's gonna begin the ending once they cross the line. But I have to watch out in this last lap for for Lance Stroll to try and make his move. Here comes the winner around the corner. That's going to be Max Verstappen. Is that 3 or 4 straight wins? I got to check this out again.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
Watch a replay.
And there it is, the Dutchman, Max Verstappen, has taken first.
I think it's clean sweep so far.
All credit to the team for the car they've put together, but without that incredible and consistent driving, it'd all be for nothing.
I think he's won everyone so far. Yeah, both of these guys got in that accident. Both their cars are hurting. Hulkenberg got 10th.
Checkered
Okay.
flag.
All right, he got 10th. Good. Okay. All right, folks. We will see you in the next one. Signing off. Bye now.
Kevin Magnussen, not going to be happy with how things unfolded today.
Well, I think most people expected them to really deliver here, but it's a disappointing finish outside the points.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
A third win of the season has to leave them and the team feeling confident.
Well, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all at the Australian Grand Prix. Now, Karun, I'd be really keen to know, how do you think the Haas team will be reflecting on today's result?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And that's about that for this weekend here in Melbourne.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.